And welcome SFL Nation to Silver State Stadium in Las Vegas, the site of tonight's Week 9 matchup. And we have two teams who are trying to improve their playoff chances. It's the 6-2 Queen City Corsairs taking on the 4-4 Las Vegas Fury. With Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters, Andy Hamilton on stats. This is T-Roy Gaines. And my partner tonight is defending SFL champion, owner of the Denver Nightwings, Jeremy Vega. How's everything going today, Jeremy?
Oh, it's going great, T-Roy. I've been enjoying SFL action across today, as I'm sure many others have, and we have another exciting game today. So it's always exciting when the SFL's around.
And let's talk about two teams who got victories last week. Queen City defeated London to get to their record. They defeated them 26-14, while Vegas defeated Arizona 24-9. Jeremy, what are your keys of today's game?
Well, really, T-Roy, it's which team is going to stay focused. 4 weeks out of the playoffs, both teams, as you said, trying to position themselves and improve their playoff chances, or maybe even their playoff seeding. So this is a big game for both teams. They're both on win streaks, so it's going to be really who can stay the most focused throughout the entire game and just kind of come away with a victory.
And we get ready to get started. This is the start of the fourth quarter of season 14. We're almost done with the regular season. Seems like it has flown by fast.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, you go ahead.
I was just saying it really has flown by fast.
Yes, it has. And Queen City will get the ball first, and we're underway here in Las Vegas. And Luther God takes it inside the end zone, able to get to the 20-yard line. He stopped at the 22, and that's where that's where Queen City will start their first possession of the game. And A.J. Caswell is going to lead his team out on the field. See if they get a nice start to this game with a nice opening touchdown drive. We'll see if Vegas has something to say about that. No backs in the backfield so far for Caswell. It's 1st and 10 at the 22. 4 wide receiver set. And the shotgun formation. Caswell fires over the middle. Pass is caught for a first down, and he gets stopped at the 38-yard line. Pass is caught by the tight end, James Matthew Jr. And let's go over the starters for Queen City. The quarterback is A.J. Caswell. Fullback is Jet Zero. Wide receivers are Luther Gahn, Chris Curtis, and Stephen Hacker. James Matthew Jr., the one who caught the last pass, is the tight end. Freddie Tubbs Jr. is the center. Griffin King is the tackle. We got James Troll as the kicker. Those are your offensive stars for Queen City. As Caswell fires it again to Chris Curtis, the logo, who gets inside Vegas territory at the 47-yard line, Steven. They off to a good start. Oh, sorry, Jeremy. Why I'm calling you Steven?
That's okay, T-Roy. Yeah, back-to-back just slants right over the middle. It's just kind of an easy pitch and catch for this offense right now, and they're starting the game off right.
Here we go, 1st and 10 at the 47. And Caswell drops back, fires it to the right. Pass is caught by Stephen Hacker. And it's another first down. Let's go over to Vegas defensive stars. We got Rhett Sawyer and Guapo Esteban at the D-line, along with Juice Adams III. The linebackers are Austin Heath and Dave Drewley and Freddie Tremmel. Corners are Thomasino Raman, Merrick Hatera, and Thomas Raman Jr. Safeties are Nicky Colintrelli, Max Jackson. Those are your defensive stars for Vegas as they prepare on this 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line. And that pass goes incomplete. Curtis couldn't stay in bounds on that one, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's the first incompletion for Queen City, kind of their first mistake on this drive, and I think he was just led a little too far to the outside, but they're definitely going to correct that here on this next play, and it's interesting that they haven't even ran yet.
Yeah, still no carries for the fullback, and looks like he might be out as a receiver. I think that is Jet Zero to the left of Caswell. Oh, could be 4 wide receivers as Caswell will fire it quick out. It's caught by James Matthew Jr. for 8 yards, and that brings up a 3rd and manageable here.
Yeah, I think looking at the play by the Fury's defense so far, I think they're a little confused. They're coming out in a 5-2 set against this shotgun formation Queen City's been coming out in, and just on that previous play, there was nobody up at the top covering the receiver, so we'll see if Fury can get it right and hold them here on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Can the defense stop Queen City from scoring here? Here's the pass over the middle, and it is picked off. And number 29, that is Thomasina Raman, gets her interception on today's game. Put a stop on this drive.
Wow, what a crazy interception off of a tipped ball by Thomasina Raman, her 3rd interception of the season. You know, the play action initially kind of got the Fury off balance, and I thought the pass was going to find the receiver, but just a big play by the Fury defense to hold Queen City on their first drive.
And Queen City defense now got a chance to potentially get a safety here if they can hold strong here. It's 1st and 10 at the 4 for Vegas. Thomas Raman in the backfield. He only needs 240 yards to get over 10K, but he gets it to his fullback. Let's go over the starters for Vegas. Thomas Raman, number 11, is the quarterback. Robert Redford and John Trusman are the running backs. Chris Braun, A-star Myra Montes, and LZ Pryor, Memphis Blue are the receivers. John Blaze and Dan Daly are the tight ends. Rob Elms is the kicker. Those are your offensive stars for Vegas, as Redford gets to carry up the middle. Nice spin move, but gets stopped shortly after that by number 93. Let's go over the stars real quick for Queen City. Jeff Duffy, David Tilley, Benjamin Garcia are the D linemen. The linebackers are Avery King and Jamu Afalabi. Nene Ferris, Nacho Sicario are the corners. Stenzel Woods Jr., Albert Begin, and Kappa Jones are the safeties. Albert begins making his first start as a contract safety. He has a chance to make a tackle here, but that's not after a 1st down by Las Vegas. They'll have it on the 19-yard line, and pass is caught by number 88, Dan Daly.
Yeah, it seems like they have you in a quick pace 2-minute warning with all these intros they're throwing at you. T-Roy doing a great job of getting through those.
They got a lot of stars on both teams, and both teams are ready to make an impact here. This is a huge game for both, especially for Vegas, who wants to continue to be on the playoff hunt, be on the inside of the playoff hunt of the top 10. We'll talk about that later on. As Raman drops back the pass, got plenty of time, fires it, and he overthrows his man. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd down 10.
Queen City's defense played press man there, and the protection was there for Raman. He had enough time to allow John Blades to kind of get open, but he just unfortunately overthrew him right there. That's an early miss by Raman. We'll see if he can settle in.
And Code Gaming HR says he loves Jeremy Vega. He definitely got a fan here in the chat, the FTF Next chat. As Raman drops back the pass, fires it. Slant is incomplete, threw into double coverage, and it'll be 3rd and 10 for Vegas.
Oh, T-Roy, we know how stingy this Queen City defense is, especially their secondary. I mean, their secondary really is only allowing 194 passing yards a game, and right there you see why, as these corners really stick to the receivers closely.
Nene Ferris helped on that pass deflection there. It's 3rd and 10. 7 minutes and 9 seconds left in the 1st quarter. No backs in the backfield for Thomas Raman, who sees something at the line, making the adjustments, fires it quick over the middle, is caught for a 1st down. Stop at the 32-yard line. Pass is caught by Chris Braun.
Yeah, great conversion there on 3rd down. Braun able to beat the man press off the line. Just a quick little slant, something Queen City hit the Vegas defense with twice on the previous drive. Now Vegas coming right back at them with their own slants.
It'll be 1st and 10 at the 32. 6:40 left in the 1st quarter as Raman gets the shotgun snap, throws it to his left, and great job by the defense. A secondary. That's Nacho Sicario with the pat down.
Oh, Nacho Sicario having to lay completely out for that one to get his hands on it. That's his 8th pass deflection on the season. He almost had an interception there.
Yeah, it looks like that pass was a little bit too tall for him. But at least he looked like it dunked off his head. Hopefully his head's all right after that one. It's now 2nd down 10.
Yeah, that one did have some firepower on it.
Yeah, Raman is known to have a rocket arm for the Las Vegas Fury. Is 2nd and 10. Split backs in the backfield. 2 wide receivers to his right. Chris Braun is the receiver at the bottom of the screen. Raman gets the pass, fires over the middle. Dangerous pass! Still got a chance to get picked off, and unfortunately, Everybody played hot potato. Nobody was able to come up with that pass.
Oh man, I don't know if there's a single player on the field who didn't touch the ball right there. That one really just bounced all over the place. And lucky for Rahman, that one falls incomplete. Now it's setting his offense up in a 3rd and long. We'll see if they can convert again on this drive.
3rd down long. No running backs in the backfield. We got 3 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. For Thomas Rahman, who gets the shotgun snap again. Pass is caught over the middle by Chris Braun again, but he did not get enough for a 1st down. It was 4th and inches.
I can't believe they ruled him short on there. I really thought he had the reception and was over the line for a 1st down, but I guess not. I'm wondering if there'll be a challenge on this play.
Yeah, kind of shocked that's not a challenge going on right now. They're going to go ahead and settle for a punt. Robert Blitzarski back to punt. Number 9. It almost got blocked there. Fair catch called by Luther Gahn, and is taken at the 20. That's where Queen City will start their next possession. We got a tie ball game. 0-0. We'll be right back. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. After 16 plays from both teams, both resulting in either a punt or interception, we still tied at 0 with 5:56 left in the 1st quarter. Queen City has the ball. On their 6 plays, it was all passes. They haven't given the ball to their running back yet. And they won't as a running back, but he'll get as a receiver out of the backfield. And luckily for Queen City, he was already out of bounds. Pass is caught by Travis Dolworth, but incomplete though.
Yeah, and it's interesting Queen City isn't handing the ball off. Typically this entire season, they've been more of a passing team than a running team. They do have fullback Jet Zero back there who does have 530 yards on the season, so they can run the ball. Just depends on if they want to or not.
Right now, Jet Zero still on the sidelines. It's 2nd and 10 as Caswell throws it quick out for a 4-yard gain. Pass is caught by Stephen Hacker. And we're going streaking, everybody. Queen City is currently experiencing a 3-game winning streak. Las Vegas, a 2-game winning streak. This is the 2nd time that both teams are experiencing their current winning streaks this season. Right now, Queen City is 1 game behind first, while Las Vegas is 3. 3rd down, 6. No Jet Zero yet, but this pass is caught for a 1st down. Pass is caught by Stephen Hacker as they get to the 43-yard line.
And I love the play design there, T-Roy. You had Stephen Hacker and tight end James Matthew Jr. just crossing right in the middle, and it kind of just freed Hacker up for a little window that A.J. Caswell put the ball on with great accuracy, and that's going to be a good 1st down pickup for Queen City as they extend their drive.
It's very difficult trying to throw a dot when you got 3 defenders ready to pounce on the receiver as soon as he caught it. Great job by Hacker with the concentration and great pass by Caswell. It's now 1st and 10 at their 43 with 4:57 left. He'll drop back to pass, swing pass to Dolworth, who makes the catch out of the backfield, gets 4 yards. Still no Jet Zero yet.
No Jet Zero, but Dolworth doing a good job out in the flats, and you're going to see them kind of go to him in the flats a lot this game out of that particular formation. So it's really going to be up to Thomas Rahman Jr. to be able to cover him down in the flats all game.
Trips to the right. Dolworth, the lone setback, is a play-action pass. He'll fire to the right. Pass is caught for a 1st down, and that is Stephen Hacker once again.
And Queen City's offensive line doing a good job of pass protection on those play actions, giving Caswell just enough time. And that was a good throw and catch there for another 1st down.
And now we see the fullback Jet Zero with Dolworth behind him. Will this be a fullback dive? 1st and 10 at the 46. No, it won't. It'll be another pass. Swing pass to Jet Zero, who makes the first man miss, but gets destroyed shortly after. tackle made by number 24, Nicky Colantrelli.
Yeah, eye for an eye there. Rahman Jr. ate the stiff arm, but Jet Zero ate the big hit, and now is 2nd and 7 for Queen City.
It's very important facing running backs that weighs 230 pounds or more. You want to stop them before they get a full head of steam, make that easy tackle. As Caswell fires over the middle, great pat down, almost picked off. Dave Drilley with the pat down there.
Yeah, and Drew, he wasn't even facing the ball on that play. He just kind of stuck his hand out there, and it just happened to get it on the ball and pop it up, and Fury almost came away with another interception.
I wonder he was watching that, Jumbotron in the stands and saw that football was on the way. He's like, I can put my right arm on. It's now 3rd down 7 for Queen City. Trips to the right. One wide receiver to the left. Caswell has plenty of time. Fires over the middle. It's caught, and that's another conversion. Stephen Hacker with another catch.
Oh, Stephen Hacker, man. What can't this guy do? He's really turned into one of the best receivers in the league in his 3 years here in the SFL. He comes in today's game with almost 1,100 yards, which is first in the SFL, and 10 receiving touchdowns, which is tied for first. So he is just the go-to guy for this Queen City offense.
And we got split backs in the backfield. Hacker and Curtis are the receivers. It's going to be fire over the middle to James Matthew Jr. Pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10.
That was a good crossing route right there on the play. Just couldn't bring it in from Matthew, and he took a punishing hit for that, which is unfortunate. An incompletion and a punishing hit, just kind of not how you want the play to go.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and 10. They got trips to the left with James Matthews Jr., one of the tight ends on the left side for Caswell. Chris Curtis to the right. Then he's going to fire it to Curtis. Curtis makes the catch, and he gets to the 27-yard line, be 3rd down and 2.
So far, the play action pass is working for Queen City. I mean, one of them ended up in a tipped interception, but AJ Caswell has kind of had Curtis out on the outside every time on that play action. So we'll see if they continue to go to Curtis out of that play action formation.
James though with the lone setback. Caswell's going to fire over the middle. Great job with the pat down. That is Max Jackson with the drive-ending play there.
Jackpot Jackson doing it again for his Fury defense, getting his hand on that one, and that's a great stand by the Fury defense, holding Queen City to a field goal. And if Queen City pushes through, we're going to see our first points of the game, T-Roy, finally.
And James Troll is back to make the field goal attempt. He's still trolling us with the no face mask at all. This should be a 44-yard field goal attempt. The kick is on the way, and it is good. And the stalemate is broken. Queen City has the lead, 3-0, with that nice field goal attempt by James Troll. And we're going to take a break. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and For the Fans. Please stay tuned. With my partner, Jeremy Vega, Andy Hamilton on stats, the commissioner, Cameron Irvine, back at SFL headquarters. This is T-Roy Gaines. And Queen City will kick this off after getting the field goal by James Troll, leading 3-0. And Chris Brown will take it from his end zone. Gets to the 22-yard line. Ooh, and hope his leg was all right. It looks like he got tackled hard there. And the Las Vegas Fury running game has been the mark of consistency. This is the yards per game every season since season 11. And Jeremy, basically, with the exception of this year, over 120 yards per game.
Yeah, I mean, that, like you said, consistency. Just great job getting 100 yards per game. That's always going to help out your offense.
It'll be 1st and 10. And the fullback, Trusman gets the carry, goes up the gut for 7. And believe it or not, that is the 3rd rush from both teams combined so far in this game. We're basically 2 minutes away for the end of the 1st quarter.
Yeah, I guess they're both just kind of comfortable with coming out and leaving it all in the hands of their QBs. I'm wondering if going to the ground game a little bit more for the Fury will get them going here.
And they got split backs again. One wide receiver to the right of Rahman, but he's going to hand it off to Robert Redford, who gets stuffed behind the line of scrimmage for 1-yard loss. Tackles made by number 93. That is Seltzer.
And now another 3rd and 3 for Fury's offense. They did a pretty good job last drive. It just kind of stalled out on that interesting call from the refs on 4th and inches, but we'll see how they do here on 3rd and 3.
Now they got 2 wide receivers to the right, split backs in the backfield. Rahman will fire it, and pass is caught for a 1st down by number 81, John Blades.
John Blades, interesting. He has 36 receptions, which is a lot more than his counterpart tight end Dan Daly on the season. He's got 423 receiving yards, which is great, but he hasn't had a receiving touchdown on the season, so we'll see if maybe he can pick one up today.
It'll be 1st and 10 with 1:04 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Split backs in the backfield. Redford gets the carry, goes up the gut, and gets stopped right away by number 53, Jeff Duffy.
Oh, Jeff Duffy for Queen City. He's a bad man. He's leading the league in sacks. He's also got 19 tackles for loss, so it's really hard to get by Jeff Duffy, who's just a tremendous defensive end.
Yeah, 16 sacks and counting so far for Jeff Duffy. 2nd down and 9. Swing pass to Redford is caught, and he gets about 3 yards. I'm sorry on that one. It'll be 3rd and 5.
On 3rd and 5, T-Roy, I'm expecting Vegas to go back to Chris Braun. He was kind of the 3rd down guy last drive. We'll see if they bring him out and get him mixed in here on this play call.
Yeah, Chris Braun so far entering today's game had 33 receptions for 393 yards. He's now over 400. After the first possession, will they hike the ball before the quarter ends? Yes, they will. Last play of the 1st quarter, fires over the middle. It's caught for a 1st down in Queen City's territory. Pass is caught by, that is John Blades once again.
And that's a great 3rd down catch by John Blades. With Queen City playing man on the outside, it kind of just let Blades run right past Avery King, the linebacker, for a 1st down.
And that's the end of the 1st quarter. It's been a defensive slugfest so far, but now Las Vegas is knocking on the door trying to put points on the board. Will they do it? We'll find out when we return. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and Florida Fans. Please stay tuned. And we're back. Las Vegas is knocking on the door, trying to put points on the board. They're trailing by 3, but they got the ball at Queen City's 34-yard line. And Thomas Rodman will fire it to the right to John Blaze, who makes a great catch and gets it to the 25-yard line after that 8-yard gain.
And, you know, I think the Fury offense has noticed that Queen City is just kind of coming in today's game with a heavy man defensive game plan. So they're kind of getting these tight ends out to where they can use their speed to get open. And Rahman's really just starting to get it going by finding these tight ends, especially Blades there. As with that 8-yard gain, they're now in Rob M's, the kicker's field goal range.
And they got one wide receiver to the right, split backs in the backfield for Thomas Rahman, who hands it off to Robert Redford. Trucks the first man, but gets destroyed shortly after, but got the first down. I don't know. I thought he was 1 yard short.
I'm going to agree with you, T-Roy. I thought he was short on that. But I guess the refs kind of owe the Fury one from their first drive, so that's a good first down and hard running from Redford.
Now, even though it wasn't to stop him from first down, let's give Albert Begin a nice shout-out. That was his first SFL tackle as a contract player. Great job by him keeping Redford from making a big play. But Chris Braun just got another first down after that great catch.
Man, Chris Braun really doing a good job. You know, that would be his third first down if he was granted the other one, but now he's just working over the middle against his defense, and he's just kind of wide open. He is taking some punishment, but he's doing a good job of holding on to that ball.
Man, he's 6'1", 202 pounds. He's a strong wide receiver working the slot. We got a flag on the play, so this is a free play, and it was pat down, but it's going to cost Queen City 5 yards. Thanks to some undisciplined play there. And they gonna bust number 52. That is Eddie Shields, the backup linebacker.
Oh, poor Eddie, getting some game time, and then he comes in and jumps offside. He's just too antsy there, finally getting himself on the field.
Yeah, Nene Ferris did a great job making sure that that pass wasn't completed. All for naught, though, because now it's 1st and 5. John Blaze is getting set. Looks like he's getting ready to lead the way for his running back, Robert Redford. We'll see. He will get the carry, goes up the gut, gets spin, and gets destroyed. No gain on that play. Tackle made by Afalabi.
Yeah, Afalabi was there along with Avery King. It's going to be hard to run through those two linebackers for Redford. Redford, you know, he is a strong back, but he's more finesse than power. So we'll see if they can get Redford out on the outside on this play right here.
We go 2nd and 5. They can still get a first down with getting a touchdown. It's a swing pass caught, and he goes kind of backwards. Still able to get some yards on that one. Dan Daly with the catch.
Yeah, Dan Daly, you know, that was a great catch. He brought it in with one hand, and if only he could have gone forward a little bit quicker, he could have picked up a first down. But 3rd and 2 here, and if Queen City's defense can stand up and force Vegas into a field goal, that would be huge for them.
And it's 3rd down 2. They can still get a first down. That's the Fury. Split backs in the backfield. Rahman's going to pass it. And it's going to be a dump pass to the fullback who had no chance of getting anything. Gets stopped for a 2-yard loss. Great job by the defense, especially number 37. That is Nene Ferris with the tackle. And Stenzel Woods also.
Yeah, and it was great coverage in the end zone from the secondary. Tom Rahman really didn't have anything to go to, so he kind of just checks it down to his fullback, John Shrewsman. And that, like I said, great job for the Queen City defense to hold the Fury to a field goal attempt. And so far, both defenses playing really well here in the first half.
Yes, they're playing really strong so far. Rob Elms is back for the field goal attempt. Basically an extra point with the distance here. 23-yard attempt to tie the game. The kick is up, and it's good. And we're back where we started. Tie ball game 3-3 after that drive by the Las Vegas Fury. And please visit sector6apparel.com for all league and team apparel, including hoodies, t-shirts, team jerseys, and more. Sector 6, the official apparel provider of the SFL.
Man, T-Roy, they make some high-quality gear for the league, for every team. Nothing but just kudos to them for the quality of product they've been putting out for us.
Yeah, I definitely love my team's jerseys and sweatshirts. So we see Luther Gahn takes it to the 28-yard line. And we're going to give a little shout out to Andy Hamilton. That was the longest drive for either team. Las Vegas had a 14-play, 68-yard drive. They got field goal, but I know they would love to have 6 there on offense.
Yeah, tough to have a long drive like that end in 3 points, but at least they tied up the game.
We got trips to the left, one wide receiver to the right. That's Chris Curtis. And it'll be another play action pass, which has been working so far. Stephen Hacker makes the catch for a 6-yard gain. And Jeremy, it's kind of weird that they haven't run the ball, and yet the play action pass still works.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I mean, it's almost as if the Fury are now just kind of waiting for them to run the ball, and every time they see this play action, they're kind of just jumping at it a little bit, giving these receivers an extra second to create separation.
And Dolworth is the lone setback. This will be another pass for Caswell, who pump fakes it, then fires it to his left to the safety valve. Pass is caught. It'll be 3rd down 3, number 89. That is Morris Jackson, the backup tight end.
Yeah, 3rd and 3, it's going to be interesting. I mean, you almost know that Queen City is going to be throwing it here, but wouldn't it be interesting if they surprise them with the run, which they're not going to now, obviously, since there's nobody back there.
Well, A.J. Caswell is known to do QB sneaks, but he's not going to do it on this play. He fires over the middle. Pass is caught, in spite of the fact there was a bunch of players on both sides on that play. Stephen Hacker with the clutch catch.
Oh, man, as a defensive coordinator, you just got to be annoyed every time Stephen Hacker brings in a catch. He's just unstoppable. He's just got great route running abilities, great hands, and what a big 3rd down for his offense there after he brought in the reception from A.J. Caswell.
It also didn't hurt that basically the rest of the wide receivers were playing, were basically boxing out the defenders there. Great job by the entire team to get that 1st down. They're at midfield. Caswell got plenty of time, fires over the middle, it's still caught! Somehow it was caught. And the wide receiver pays for it. That's Dolworth, the running back, catching out of the backfield.
No idea how that ball floated right underneath the offensive and defensive linemen's heads, but great reception and great touch by A.J. Caswell.
And Dolworth stays on the field. The lone setback as Caswell gets the shotgun snap, fires over the middle, is caught for another 1st down. And this passing game of Queen City has been on point. Chris Curtis with the catch.
Yeah, it's almost too easy for A.J. Caswell when he's got guys like Chris Curtis and Stephen Hacker and James Matthews for him. Curtis and Hacker both putting up big numbers this season, and Curtis right there kind of showing Fury that you also have to defend for him, not just Stephen Hacker.
And no wide receiver is shorter than 6'4" from the starting wide receiver core of Queen City. As Caswell fires over the middle, and this time the pass is incomplete. Good job by the Las Vegas Fury secondary, including Nicky Colantrelli, who disrupted that pass.
Yeah, Curtis almost with an incredible reception there. He had to lay out for that one, but took a big shot by Nicky, and good job by the free safety to jar the ball loose.
We still haven't seen a ball carrier carry the ball for the team in the white and black. That's Queen City, as they will not hand the ball off. This time it's another swing pass to Dolworth, who's been doing a good job as a receiver out of backfield. Somehow manages to get 2 yards.
Yeah, Dolworth is definitely going to be Caswell's check down guy. I know after that drop back from Caswell, he kind of took a quick peek and didn't see something, and then just kind of sidearmed that one right there. But now it's 3rd and 8, and Fury's defense looking to really put the clamps down and hold him here.
We got Jet Zero finally back on the field. 2 backs in the backfield for Caswell. He's going to drop back the pass, fires it to the left, caught by Chris Curtis, but not enough for the 1st down. It's 4th down 4.
Yeah, just not enough room for Curtis to stop his momentum and turn upfield for a 1st down. He would have had it if he could have done it, but either way, now it's going to be Queen City attempting a 2nd field goal, and once again, the defense is really holding up.
I gotta ask the commissioner if that is legal with James Troll not having a face mask. You gotta worry about the player's safety. I mean, I know we got good doctors here. 39-yard attempt is on his way, and it is good. Queen City regains the lead thanks to James Troll, who's responsible for all 6 points for the Corsairs. They lead 6-3. We'll be back. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. Please stay tuned. And in spite of both teams moving down the field with the passing game, the defenses are holding strong and only giving up field goals. Queen City has to lead by 3, 6-3. As we're back from the commercial break, Chris Bond gets it inside the end zone. He's able to take it to the 19, 20-yard line, and that's where Las Vegas will start. And we got 2 of the top 5 receiving touchdown leaders entering this week with Memphis Blue and Stephen Hacker. Both are very valuable weapons for their respective teams.
Yeah, and despite Memphis Blue being in top 5 for receiving touchdowns, he hasn't even had a target in today's game. So good job by Queen City to kind of game plan for him and so far keep him out of the game.
And here we go, 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Robert Redford, who's trying to bounce it outside. Wasn't able to break the tackle of Nacho Sicario. He gets stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Oh yeah, what a tough tackle to have to make for Nacho Sicario coming off the block from the receiver, and Redford kind of just getting into some momentum. But good job to bring him down, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of play call Fury come back with.
And Sicario was entering this week with 37 total tackles, and he came to play on that carry against Robert Redford. This time the fullback Trusman gets the carry, and he gets stopped. For no gain again, Avery King and number 51, Ajamu Afalabi make the tackle.
And so far, Afalabi kind of getting his name out there. He's made a few plays so far here in the first half, and now that he's off the field here, it'll just be Avery King there in the center for this defense on 3rd down.
No backs in the backfield for Rahman, who takes a shotgun snap, fires over the middle, pass is caught. Not enough for the first down. However, they needed 10. They only got 8. Passes caught by A-star Miramontes.
And the Fury, they're going 3 and out right after they get the ball back, and their defense may be a little winded here. They didn't get much rest there, and that's a good win for Queen City. If they can come back with the ball now and put more points on the board, they can really take control of the game.
And here's the punt to Luther Gahn, number 82. Takes it inside the 40. He gets stopped at the 37. That's where Queen City will start this next drive. And thanks to Andy Hamilton on stats, letting us know that Max Jackson only needs 1 more tackle to reach 500 career total tackles in his SFL career. That's a huge number.
Great milestone to hit.
We'll see if he hits that on this possession. And it's a quarterback sneak by A.J. Caswell, but it didn't fool Queen City. He only got 1 yard on that play. There's the first run. It belongs to Caswell.
Yeah, I mean, you did say Caswell has been known to run, and we know that he likes that QB sneak play. Didn't pick up much here. Maybe they'll come back to it and try to catch Fury off guard again.
Yeah, he does the quarterback sneak a lot against a team in Maryland that wears red and black, hurting us every time as he's trying to hurt Vegas, but luckily it wasn't picked off. Great job by the secondary, actually by number 47. That is, actually I got the wrong number. I think that's Drake Shatter, number 27. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, and you know, we just mentioned that the Fury went 3-and-out real quick. If they can force Queen City into their own 3-and-out, then we're gonna be kind of right back at a stalemate with the Fury getting the ball with 2 minutes left in the half.
3rd and 9. Castle will fire over the middle, and it's picked off. Great job by Nicky Colantrelli, who puts the end of this drive. Queen City now have to play defense to see if they can stop Vegas from scoring. They at their own 45.
Yeah, not only a great interception by Nicky there on 3rd down, his 3rd of the season, but he's also given his team great field position with coming up with just about 2 minutes left in the half. So that's a great defensive play there by the safety. And now the Fury's offense, you know, they're only down 3 and they only need about 10 to 15 yards to get their kicker in range. So if they can at least get that, they may be able to tie the game up going into halftime.
And here we go at the 45-yard line. Queen City is 1st and 10 for Vegas. Thomas Rahman currently at 86 yards passing. This will be a handoff to the fullback, Truzman, who was able to get to the 4-yard line. We reached the 2-minute warning. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. Can Vegas convert from this turnover into points? We'll find out. All right, we got 2 minutes left in the first half. Las Vegas is marching down the field after a nice turnover by Nicky Colantrelli. They trail 6-3. They have the ball at Queen City's 41 with 2 minutes left. It's 2nd down 6. No backs in the backfield for Rahman. He's going to fire over the middle. Pass is caught by John Blades. And he'll be short of the 1st down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1 here. I know they got plenty of time, so I'm Fury. I'm kind of going right back to John Truzman on a fullback dive here for 1 yard. He's been doing pretty good on these inside carries.
We got splits backs in the backfield. One wide receiver to the right. John Blaze, the tight end, to the left with Dan Daly. They're going to fire over the middle. Pass is dropped. Attended to John Blaze. Incomplete. And that's how this drive will end. We might have a field goal attempt.
Yeah, you know, it would be a 53-yarder, which I think is just outside of their kicker's range. If I'm the Fury, I'm thinking about going for this.
I know in the earlier game between Baltimore and New Orleans had a kicker who made a 51-yard attempt. But they might be going for it, as you said, Jeremy. Or are they going to try to draw them off sides? Queen City's defensive line's doing a great job being disciplined. And that's going to force Las Vegas to burn a timeout. And there's a couple of teams that will go for it on 4th and 1, like New Orleans, for example, who has been successful. I think they are 3 for 3 and 4th downs. I wish more teams in this league go for it on 4th down short.
Oh yeah, it would definitely create more fireworks and drama during the games. Fury, you know, sitting at 4 and 4 on the season. Maybe they're just trying to play it safe here, but you know they're bringing out their kicker. This is going to be a big one for Rob Ems.
All right, here we go. A huge field goal attempt of 53. Can the rookie earn his contract with this huge kick and tie the game? And the kick is on its way. It is good. He made it from 52. And the game is tied. The kickers are responsible for all 12 points in this game.
Oh, T-Roy, what a big kick from this young kicker. I mean, you're looking at a situation where the Fury are going to miss out on points off of a turnover, but Rob Ems comes out, says no, and puts one right through the uprights with a little bit of extra room on that one. And a great kick, probably his biggest of his young career.
And it's definitely at a big moment that helped tie the game. As Elms kick it to Luther Gahn. Takes it inside the end zone. He's at the 10, now at the 20. and gets stopped at the 22. And that's where Queen City will start this next drive. And for those of you viewing for the first time, what are you watching? The Simulation Football League is the first controllers e-sport, allowing you, the viewer, to participate in all the action on the field without a controller in your hands. Please visit simulation.football for details on how to get started with a team and in the league. And right now, the Furies getting started, the Corsairs are getting started on this possession at the 22-yard line with 1:16 left to go in the first half. Caswell fires while under pressure, and what a catch by Stephen Hacker. He doesn't care he's going to get his ribs destroyed. He made a great catch for his quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, when your quarterback takes a punishing hit for sitting in the pocket to try to deliver one downfield, you know you got to bring one in. And Hacker did just that. And it's crazy because Hacker, that was his 8th reception in the first half. So what a big game from one of the best receivers in the league so far.
And now they at the 46-yard line getting ready to march into Vegas territory. Can the defense of the Fury continue their dominance of this first half? We had a tie ball game at 6-all. And we got a quick out to the left. Pass is caught by Chris Curtis for a 6-yard gain. Now they in Las Vegas side of the field.
And Queen City, you know, they received the ball to start the game, so they know they're giving it back to Fury in the second half. So they're really trying to put something together to push the ball downfield. And so far they're being successful. You know, they have 2 timeouts, a minute and 8 seconds. They got plenty of time to keep kind of doing what they want to do.
And here we go, 1:08 left. As you said, Jeremy, as Caswell fires it to his right. Toe jag, swag complete. Great catch by Hacker again. Another first down for Queen City.
Great catch.
Swag walk.
Yeah, great catch by Hacker and a great read by Caswell. You saw the corners playing a little off of Hacker, so he just kind of told him to do a little out route past the first down marker, and it worked out well. And Queen City now at the Fury 44 with a new set of downs.
And there you go, 1st and 10 at the 44. Dolworth, the lone setback. Surprised we haven't seen Jet Zero so much in this first half. But it's going to be a pass over the middle to Hacker again. And now they're in hurry-up mode. With less than a minute left in this first half. Trips to the right, one wide receiver to the left for Queen City and A.J. Caswell. Travis Dolworth, the lone setback. Play action pass. Fires it over the middle, and I'm going to be surprised if this is defensive pass interference.
I think they're going to get 58 day Drury on pass interference, T-Roy.
Oh, wow. That is a horrible call, in my opinion. He had the right to get to the football, but Ref 62 thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it almost looked like Day turned around to try to get a pass deflection, get his hand on the ball, and I guess the refs thought maybe he wasn't trying to play the ball from his angle. I'm not really sure, but I agree with you, T-Roy. I don't like the pass interference call there.
All right, well, for Vegas's mishaps, it'll be for Queen City's benefit here. It's now 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line as Castle will fire over the middle, and Curtis didn't even make an attempt to make a catch, or maybe that pass was sent to James Matthew Jr., but either way, incomplete.
Yeah, it's crazy because Curtis didn't make an attempt, and I thought Nicky Contrell, who was coming right up the field, could have made a play on that one, but he didn't either. Maybe the ball was just lost with all of the bodies in the way. But you know, good thing for Queen City that no Fury defender got their hand on that one.
And we got no backs in the backfield. We got James Matthew Jr., the tight end on the right of Castle, who takes a huge step back. Luckily, that wasn't called a fumble there. Great job by Kane forcing the incomplete pass.
And we really haven't seen a Fury defender, you know, put too much pressure on Caswell. The Queen City offensive line is doing a good job of blocking on all of these dropbacks from Caswell, but 3rd and 10, you know, if the Fury can get Queen City off the field and into another field goal attempt, that's just going to be great job and coaching from the Fury defensive coordinator.
And here we go. Caswell gets the shotgun snap, fires over the middle, and it's caught for a touchdown. Stephen Hacker gets his first touchdown of the game.
I am in complete shock, T-Roy. Caswell delivers a beautiful ball right downfield to Hacker, who makes a great catch despite the hit. And that's just a great way to cap off their drive going into halftime. Big touchdown and the first touchdown of today's game. And Hacker now 11 receptions for 140 yards and a touchdown in the first half, continuing to show why he's one of the best in the league right now.
And he is on fire. He should be the MVP of this league. We'll find out at the end of the season. Right now, James Troll's going to get this extra point in, and it's good. They now lead by 7. It's 13-6. That was an 8-play, 73-yard drive for the 23-yard pass to Stephen Hacker.
Yeah, MVP talk, it's never too early, you know, with a quarter left of the season. So we'll see how much buzz Hacker starts to get. But with a game like this, you got to at least consider him, right, T-Roy?
Yeah, you have to consider him, especially when he's on track to make a maybe record performance. We'll find out as the game goes along. Chris Braun takes it deep in the end zone. Nice spin move there. Get to the 23-yard line, and that's where Las Vegas will start this drive. We'll see if they're going to just sell for the half since they get the ball first, or they're going to try to go deep before the end of the half.
I think the smart play here for the Fury is to kind of just hand the ball, can break off a big run like they're kind of used to him doing here and there, and then just kind of go into half and then come back out and play your speed.
If they do hand it off, that'll be a great opportunity for a big play. They decide to throw it instead. Pass is caught. They do have timeouts, but decide not to use it. For some reason, Memphis Blue makes the catch. 15 seconds left. They're going to go ahead and throw the ball to the right. Pass is caught. Still no timeouts, and I do not know why. They should call timeout soon with 5 seconds left in this half. 4, 3, they will finally call timeout. Weird time management there.
Yeah, maybe Stephen Molnex, the head coach and the play caller for the off, knows something we don't. But they're probably going to come out and potentially try a 56-yard Hail Mary.
And that would be huge for Thomas Rahman. He's able to connect with it. We'll see. We got 3 or 4 wide receivers to the right of Rahman. And Blades, the tight end on the left. And this should be the final play. He needs to watch out. What a sack! And there's still 1 second left, but that is Albert Begin's first sack of his career.
Oh, man, the tight end, John Blades, completely blew the block on the edge rusher there, and Rahman had to take a massive hit for that mistake. But like you said, 1 second left. They might try another Hail Mary. I think I don't know if Rahman can throw a 63-yarder. We'll see.
I remember last year in the No Fun League, the team that won the big game this year was able to connect with the pass from their quarterback to one of their wide receivers, and he was able to break it into the end zone. We'll see if Las Vegas got something similar to that for this final play. Nope, they're going to hand off to the fullback just to get him some love. And that's how the first half is going to end, with Queen City having the momentum on their side. They lead 13-6 as we reach halftime. And Jeremy, believe it or not, after all this, the only person that ran the ball for Queen City is still the quarterback, Caswell. It's been all passes basically for both sides of the ball.
Yeah, and it's interesting that Caswell has the only carry for Queen City, and on the other side of the field, you got Robert Redford. He's only got 5 attempts for 3 yards. His fullback, his partner in crime, he's got 5 attempts as well, but for 20 yards. So, you know, I'm wondering if the Fury, who are only down 7 points, are going to come out in the second half and try to get Redford more involved.
Yeah, it's very surprising with the game plan that both teams haven't relied on their bell cows, especially with Vegas averaging over 100 yards rushing per game so far this season. But they rely on both of their quarterbacks, and really both quarterbacks have been doing a good job. It's just that the defense of Las Vegas just gave up that big play to Hacker, who's been destroyed him so far in this game.
Yeah, and you know, up until that touchdown, the Fury, they had 2 interceptions off Caswell. They weren't giving up anything big. They were playing good defense, but finally Queen City was able to put something together and get one to Hacker into the end zone to give them this 13-6 lead. Going into the second half, I'd expect for Queen City to continue to do their thing, and that's just keep going to Hacker and Chris Curtis. Curtis himself, he's got 5 catches off 8 targets for 50 yards, so he's kind of halfway there to a 100-yard game himself.
And we talked about earlier that Thomas Rahman is very close to getting 10K. Based off the stats, they threw for 222 in the first half. That means Thomas Rahman needs 118 to get to 10K passing yards. That's a huge accomplishment in the league, and we'll see if Rahman and the Fury will be able to get closer to that mark because they get the ball first to start the second half. And a very important drive for the Fury. Can they get themselves back in this game? They've been settling for field goals, but they need touchdowns. We got Andy Hamilton on stage. Cameron Irvine back at SFL headquarters with my partner Jeremy Vega. This is T-Roy Games. We're getting ready to start the second half of this defensive struggle. Queen City's up by 7, however, 13-6, as Chris Braun takes it deep in the end zone, and he gets it to the 21-yard line, and that's where Vegas will start this drive.
And 114 yards to hit that milestone, I know would be great for Rahman, but he's really, as the leader of this team, just looking to deliver his team a W. And it'll be interesting to see if they continue to use him or if they really do start to mix in Robert Redford and see if he can get something going here in the second half.
Yeah, Robert Redford only had 5 yards rushing in the first half. It's been the fullback Trusman who's been carrying the ball with some type of efficiency, but it's another pass. And it's caught by Chris Braun. The slot receiver is doing a great job catching passes in spite of the fact there's Corsairs ready to hit him.
Yeah, and Chris Braun just, this entire game, he's done a really good job working the middle of the field there and bringing in these receptions to fight the punishment he's been taking. And that's a good start to this first drive of the second half for the Fury.
And they're at the 40-yard line. Ready to make some noise here. We got 2 backs in the backfield, split backs. 3 wide receiver set. For Thomas Rahman, the Fury, handoff is to Redford. He bounces to the outside, and the running lane has not been available for Redford. The defense of the Corsairs is doing a great job stopping number 28.
Sicario and Afalabi again getting in there and closing those running lanes for Redford. And maybe that's why they're continuing to let Rahman throw it, is they haven't gotten those lanes that they were hoping for.
Here we go, 2nd and 10. For Rahman in the Fury, he'll pump fakes, needs to fire, doesn't fire in time. They get sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Jeff Duffy with the sack.
Duffy recording his 17th sack of the season. Rahman really just tried to pump, and it just kind of all broke down for him, and Duffy got back there with a quickness, all 6'5", 300 pounds of him, and putting the Fury in a 3rd and long now in their first drive of the second half.
And poor Snake Drimple, number 71, the old lineman. He had Jeff Duffy responsibilities and failed on that one, thus allowing Duffy to get the sack on Rahman, who needs to watch out, and he gets sacked again by guess who? Person who just got his 18th sack of the season.
Oh man, when you're coming out of halftime and you're making these adjustments, I guess they just didn't make an adjustment for Jeff Duffy, because that's back-to-back sacks to kill the opening drive for the Fury. And Duffy, man, one of the best defensive ends in the league right now.
And Butarski back to punt to Gone. Number 82 of Queen City, who gets it inside the 30, is able to get to the 40-yard line. Nice return, and that's where Queen City will start this next possession.
Yeah, I'm thinking maybe they're gonna go with an AJ Caswell. what a way to start the drive, huh? Of the first drive.
So the last 2 possessions for Vegas: 5 plays, 19 yards in the punt, 4 plays, 25 yards. That was the end of the half, and they just punted on this one. The offense is still struggling. We'll see if that will change as the game goes along. But right now, Queen City has the ball Caswell is able to avoid one defender, but not the other one. Number 77, Guapo Esteban gets his first sack of the game.
Wow, T-Roy, almost next to no pressure on both QBs in the first half, and now 3 sacks and the opening drives of each team. It's definitely going to come down to these offensive lines kind of adjusting for these pass rushers now in the second half.
And Caswell going to do the QB sneak again. He's going to get the first down. Caswell's going to be the running back. Jet Zero's going to have the day off, apparently.
You know, it wasn't the first play, but wow, what a big run from Caswell. Definitely catching this defense off guard and picking up a solid 13-yard first down run. I mean, it caught, I think, everyone in the stadium off guard.
Yeah, I don't like the way he's been carrying that ball, though. He's lucky he didn't lose that ball during that carry. But great job by Caswell getting the first down. Now in Vegas' territory at the 49, where he gets the shotgun snap, fires it over the middle, and that should have been picked off. Freddie Tremmel had a chance to put an end to this drive, but he got the pat down.
Freddie Tremmel, man, what a tough linebacker. He didn't really do it all, you know. Tackles for a loss, 7 pass deflections, now 8. He's got 2 interceptions. He leads the team in tackling. He's just one of the best linebackers the Fury have kind of ever had on their team since their inception into the league, and he's making great plays just like that.
And he currently leads the Las Vegas Fury with 75 total tackles. He's been a threat on this defense, kind of like a nightmare. We'll talk more about that as the game goes along. But another great pass by Caswell to Matthew Jr. Gets a 7-yard gain. He's at 234 yards passing so far, but with 2 interceptions.
Yeah, you know, Caswell, being a veteran that he is, he didn't let those early interceptions affect his game. You know, he's still out there throwing it at will. He's got his 1 touchdown before half. And he's still kind of just in command of this offense.
And after this play, we got congrats a player. He broke a huge milestone as Caswell drops back, fires it, incomplete to Stephen Hacker, who destroys one of his own players just chilling on the sidelines. It's 4th and 3, but congrats to Max Jackson, who was able to obtain that 500th total tackle of his career, thanks to Eddie Hamilton with the heads up.
Yeah, congrats, Max Jackson. Quite the milestone, and he's just always been one of the top safeties in this league.
We got a penalty, and that could be huge. And that play by Reigns just cost Las Vegas a chance to get the ball back. It's now 1st and 10 for Queen City. A huge mistake for the Vegas Fury.
Yeah, and it wasn't quite caught on camera, but it appears that Reigns, you know, while he was shifting, just touched a Queen City player and drew the penalty, and that's just a big mistake from Reigns, giving Queen City a second chance on this drive.
And somebody in the chat, DWC 1231, did not like that whatsoever in the For the Fans next chat. I can't repeat what he said, but right now Caswell's firing, and Curtis couldn't keep the toe drag swag. It's incomplete.
T-Roy, that might be worth a challenge. I mean, to me, it appeared he got a foot in. We'll see if the flag comes out, but yeah, there it is. It was close.
And those of you that are new to this league, you only need 1 foot in bounds to make a catch. Kind of like college football rules. We're going to get the replay from 2K Sports. And here's the pass. This is a bad angle. I don't know if we're going to catch it. Yes, we're going to catch it. Oh, that's kind of shaky.
It'll be close. It'll be up to R62 here.
After review, the pass has been ruled complete.
Oh, they called it a complete catch. And you see Stephen Molinek's not happy with Res 62. Queen City will keep possession, and they do not lose a timeout, which is very important here in the second half.
Yeah, it's very important to protect those timeouts when it's such a close ball game. But Queen City now in a 2nd and 1 situation. Doubt they run it, but we'll see.
And once again, we got Dolworth in the backfield, not Jet Zero. It's going to be a play-action pass, which has been very successful, and it continues to be that way as Stephen Hacker gets the first down.
You got to give credit to the coaching staff of Queen City. Their genius move is how they move Steven Hacker in and out of the left side, the right side. Sometimes they line him up in the slot. They do a great job of mixing them up in all of their offensive formations, and it just makes it really tough to cover Hacker. And it's got to be stressful for the defense to always be trying to locate Hacker and adjust accordingly on the fly. And Hacker making them pay with a big game so far, and he's continuing to do it here in the second half.
He has 151 yards on 12 receptions so far. And here's a pass to Curtis, who makes the catch, gets 4. It'll be second down 6. Curtis is at 61 yards receiving.
7 receptions for him, too. Curtis is having kind of a quiet game, but he's really kind of the guy that they've been going to early in the downs and then kind of going to Hacker later on if they're forcing the third downs or second and longs.
And Queen City got great receiving core, including their running backs out of the backfields. They've been doing a great job, not only making the great catches, but getting some yards after the catch. Here's a pass to Curtis, who climbed the ladder and made sure he came down with that catch before he got hit by Rahman Jr.
Yeah, Curtis looked a little stiff getting up there, needing help from his teammate. That was a big hit.
Yeah, he sacrificed his body on that one, got his ribs served to him by number 42. Thomas Rahman Jr. is now 3rd and 2. We see a QB sneak, or will one of the running backs actually get a carry? No, it's still a pass. Swing pass to Dover, who makes the catch. Unfortunately, his momentum kept him from getting the 2 yards he needed. He only got 1, stopped by Austin Heath.
And that's huge. It's a big play from a linebacker who doesn't get a lot of playing time. The rookie week 6 signing flew into the flats to cover the halfback and made that tackle to force Queen City into a field goal. And now, while maybe 2 possessions, at least it's not 2 touchdowns.
And this field goal is good from 22 yards out. So the penalty cost them 3 points, and Vegas is now down by 10. How would they respond? We will find out when we return. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. We'll be back. And after a great kick by James Trull, he able to extend Queen City's lead 16-6. 5:14 left in the 3rd quarter here in Vegas. As Trull kicks it to Chris Bryan, who will get it inside his end zone once again, taking it out. He gets to the 22-yard line, and that's where Vegas will start this next possession. In desperate need of points, please follow the SFL on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and more at Simulation FL. Make sure you catch more content like The Kramer Show, game highlights, and more by subscribing to our YouTube channel so you don't miss a moment of the action when we are not on TV. It's be 1st and 10 at the 22. Split backs in the backfield, 3 wide receivers for the Fury. Redford gets his first carry of this possession, only gets 1 yard. Jeff Duffy doing a great job making sure that Redford doesn't get anything.
Yeah, and Fury finally trying to get Redford involved here early in the just nothing going for him as Duffy closed out that play real fast. And it's not too late to abandon the run for the Fury, but they haven't really gone to Redford a lot in this game, and maybe they're not trying to go to him for the rest of the game, down 2 possessions.
Not surprised they haven't used him as a receiver in the backfield, but we'll see what happens. What a move by Rahman to avoid the first attempt, but got tackled by Benjamin Garcia for a sack. Great job by the 6'7", 350-pound rookie.
The 4th sack for the Corsairs now. Just a great little mix there between the DN and D tackle to free up the big guy for a sack.
And the O-line's not doing a good job. They having problems stopping either Jeff Duffy or Benjamin Garcia from getting to their quarterback. Now it's a huge third down, 3rd and 16 at the 17 of Vegas. Trips to the left for Ramirez. He will fires it to his left. Almost caught. Memphis Blue had a chance to make that catch, but wasn't able to come down with it.
T-Roy, believe it or not, that was the first target for Memphis Blue, and he wasn't able to bring that one in. And, the ball got to him. It got over the defender, and that would have not only been a first down, but Memphis Blue could have turned that into something even bigger there. And that's just an unfortunate drop for Blue, who's usually the go-to guy for the Fury. Now the Fury punting deep into out of their own territory to Queen City, who's going to have the ball. And if Queen City can capitalize off this quick 3 and out, they're going to have complete control of the game.
And Livergon calls the fair catch, and he gets at the 47, and we're going to take a quick break. Queen City has a chance to extend their lead up by 10. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and Florida fans. We'll be back. And we got a very important drive for the defense of Las Vegas. They're trailing by 10, 16-6 with 3:57 left in the third quarter. They need a turnover in the worst way to give their offense a chance to cut into this deficit. And it's another QB sneak by Caswell. He's been the lone ball carrier for Queen City. He's doing it all today, Jeremy.
Yeah, like you said, he is their rushing game today, and that's his 3rd carry of the game.
And I know we give Stephen Hacker a lot of love, but we should also give love to Chris Curtis. And he has an interesting nickname. We'll talk about that after this play. 2nd down 7. And he will fire it. That's Caswell to James Matthews Jr. Makes the catch, and that'll be a 3rd and 3. But let's give love to the logo. Another valuable receiver for the Queen City Corsairs. At one time was the #1 receiver, but once Stephen Hacker came in, he was a very good teammate and let him shine, but still almost had 1,000 yards this season for Chris Curtis.
And 3rd most receptions in the league coming in today's game, so he's used.
And Caswell dropped back the pass, fires it to Chris Curtis. The logo makes the catch for another 1st down. Yeah, believe it or not, Chris Curtis has, entering today's game, had more receptions than Stephen Hacker, but, Hacker had a little something to say about that in the first half.
Yeah, but, now Curtis up to 9 receptions, just 3 short of Hacker, but Hacker with double the amount of yards. He's the big play guy, but Curtis, the logo, like you said, he's making plays here and there, and I think Caswell's been giving him a good amount of love today with his 9 receptions.
And they have Vegas' territory on the 39-yard line. Caswell fires over the middle. It's picked off. Well-timed interception by Colin Trelly, number 24. That's the interception Vegas needed. Now they got to convert that into points.
T-Roy, I have no idea how he came away with that interception. It just happened so quickly. I honestly thought the receiver for Queen City, Hacker, came away with that one, but just a great play for the Fury's defense, who now has 3 interceptions in the game, and you got to think that they're hungry to turn this into some kind of points to lessen the deficit that they're in right now.
And great job by Itera boxing out the receiver, allowing Colin Trelly to get the interception. They're going to go to the ground game, which has been getting nothing from number 28, unfortunately, for the Fury. Jeff Duffy with the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
And the left tackle for the Fury stood 0 chance against Jeff Duffy. As soon as that ball was hiked, Duffy put that poor man into the ground and then wrapped up Redford. And Duffy continuing to show why he's just such a great athlete and player right now in this season.
2nd down 11. Looks like they're going to send the blitz. One of the linebackers back off. They're all backing off. But the pass is complete to John Blaze. Gets it to the 32-yard line for 8-yard reception.
And the worst thing that can happen right now for the Fury is to go 3 and out off of that turnover. They're gonna have to dial up one of their best plays. If they can get Queen City into man coverage look, they should go right to the tight end, which right now Queen City is in man coverage.
It goes 3rd and 3 for Vegas, and he fires it off to Truman, who has to go backwards, but still got the first down. It wasn't for Begin making that tackle. He could have gotten more yardage, but Vegas was able to convert that 3rd down.
And it was much needed from the Fury's offense to continue their drive. It was a great little dump off from quarterback Thomas Rahman, and now they're working with a new set of downs.
They're using Trusman a lot as the receiver out of the backfield. It's been working for him in this game, but we'll see if they can get points with just a minute 25 left in the 3rd quarter. They got the turnover they needed, but Vegas needs to score a touchdown this drive to get back in this game, and that pass was intended to no one, even though Memphis Blue was in the vicinity.
Yeah, Memphis Blue just kind of got bumped off his route from the Queen City defender. It was definitely incidental, so no need for a flag there, but Blue not able to navigate the congested area and kind of get open and bring that one in. So now it's gonna be 2nd and 10.
We got offset eye towards the right of Rahman. 2 wide receivers to the left. Chris Barnes, one of them. It's going to be a handoff to Redford, who finally gets the best run of today's game, and he is gone. He got the edge. Begins the only person that can catch him. He does not. And Vegas has cut into this deficit with a huge play by Robert Redford.
Oh my goodness, this is why they probably should have been getting him more touches throughout the game. He just has this big play ability. He's so explosive, especially when you get him out in the field like that and he's one-on-one. It's just so hard to tackle him with a great spin move there to break that ankles of the defender. And now, after this extra point, Fury find themselves just down 3 points.
Poor Kappa Jones. He was the guy who had the responsibility to keep Redford from busting that long 61-yard touchdown run. Couldn't do it. His ankles is somewhere on the other side of the field. And Vegas got that well-needed score to cut into this deficit. This will be a 3-point game if Elms make this extra point. And the kick is up, and it's good. And now Vegas defense was able to help out the offense in a huge way with that interception by Colin Trelly, and then Robert Redford cashed it in with a 61-yard touchdown run. They're trailing by 3.
Yeah, and if the Fury's defense can continue to hold this Queen City offense in check and maybe force another turnover, they could have a big 4th quarter, something that they're going to need. And right now they kind of have a little bit of momentum heading into the 4th quarter.
And Lufergon takes it inside the 5 and gets to the 20-yard line. I think the ref was very generous on that spot, gave him forward progress, and that's where Queen City will start this possession. And right now, the Vegas defense has a lot of interceptions over Queen City. They're just trailing by 3. Let's see if the defense can rise up to the challenge to get another turnover here. Currently, the momentum's on their side. 3 wide receiver set, 2 to the right for Caswell, who fires it quickly over the middle to the logo. Chris Curtis, great catch, caught the defenders of the Fury off guard, and it's another first down.
Yeah, I mean, just how quickly that play developed and just a quick strike. It was almost 2 seconds long, and it's hard for the Fury defense to kind of react to such a quick play there, but good first play of the drive for Queen City.
43 seconds left in this exciting 3rd quarter. And Cass will get under center, drops back and fires over the middle, and Stephen Hacker is gone! He's able to break that tackle after making that great catch, and Las Vegas is now trailing, soon to be 10, bearing the extra point.
Oh man, T-Roy, Stephen Hacker brings in the reception, and Hacker just ran right through the defender there and just kind of continued his speed all the way to the end zone. Big play for Hacker and Queen City as they answer the Fury's big play.
Now, Hacker's a big man, 6'5", 235 pounds, in comparison to Max Jackson, who weighs 212 pounds. And we saw the difference there. Hacker is able to break that tackle of Max Jackson, take it to the house. And Queen City say, oh, you got the momentum. We're going to take it right back as James Troll gets that extra point and is now 23-13. Queen City now back up by 10.
Yeah, and that really is a bit demoralizing for Las Vegas as they finally seem to get a little bit of momentum here in the game, as it really just seemed like Queen City had control over the first 3 quarters, and to get a big play off Redford and then to watch Hacker do his thing and go up over 200 yards in the game, a bit demoralizing.
And that was a 67-yard pass to Stephen Hacker over Chris Bryan with a nice spin move, was able to get to the 29-yard line, of Las Vegas, and that's where they will start this possession. Trailing by 10, the offense of Vegas needs to score a touchdown here once again.
Yeah, down 10 points. They got to start coming away with something. Even a field goal would help them and bring it to a 1-touchdown game.
21 seconds left in this third quarter. Split back to the backfield. Robert Redford get another carry, and he gets stuffed after a 2-yard gain. Combo tackle made. Avery King was one of the linebackers, number 44, made that tackle.
And Queen City's defense has pretty much given up next to nothing up the middle, so if they want Redford to get going, they're going to have to find him out on the outside.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Everybody put your fours up. Can Queen City keep Las Vegas from scoring on this possession? We'll find out when we return. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and for the fans. Please stay tuned. And we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Vegas is trailing 23-13, but they have the ball at their own 31-yard line. It was a 2-yard gain by Red to end the third quarter. It is now 2nd and 8. And pass is caught by Chris Braun. Gets it to the 36-yard line, making it a 3rd down 3. And a very important 3rd down for the Fury.
Very important. They're going to have to get something going here and pick up this first down, T-Roy.
John Blaze has 62 yards receiving. Maybe they're going to throw it his way, but it'll be a running play. 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers, but it's going to be a pass over the middle. It's caught for a first down at the 49-yard line. Vegas converts a huge 3rd down by number 87, Memphis Blue.
Yeah, Memphis Blue finally bringing in his first catch of the game all the way here in the fourth quarter. And some good plays here by the Fury as they continue to march downfield. Now they're at midfield.
Now, I believe they have to hurry up with just 10 minutes and 12 seconds left. They're down by 2 possessions. Defense, well, they probably want to take a break because defense need to have a little bit of a break here. We'll see what happens. Can Vegas extend this drive? Nice catch and great job by Dan Daly making sure that he protected that football. Got 9.5. I thought he got the first down.
Yeah, that's an interesting spot there from the refs. I agree with you. It really looked like he picked up that first down, but great job by him to bring that one in, and this time turn upfield, and he kind of had some explosiveness out of his reception.
I'll be shocked if this is not a running play. It is. Great job by Redford getting the first down. He looked like he's going to be tackled for a loss by Sicario, but Redford was able to move the chains.
Sicario, yeah, I think he knew what play they were running. He got back there really quick and almost stopped Redford short, but great job from Redford to pick up that first down, and the Fury continuing to march. Now they're just around, 8 yards away from field goal range, from comfortable field goal range.
And Rahman drops back to pass, fires on middle. Dangerous pass is picked off by Nacho Sicario. And what do you call a pass that ain't yours? Nacho pass.
Oh, terrible timing for Tom Rahman's first interception of the game, right to Sicario, who was just sitting underneath the receiver. And it's unfortunate as the Fear are really starting to put something together there. And now their defense are going to have to come back out and bail them out again.
And this is a huge drive for the Vegas Fury defense. Can they force another turnover? They need one in a huge. Trailing by 10. And it's a QB sneak, and he gets stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Guapo Esteban says, we had enough of that foolishness. Stop him for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, and I think that's a bit generous. I mean, I thought that was a bigger loss right there, but either way, Guapo getting back there quickly and stopping that QB sneak. Exactly kind of what the Fury needed to start this drive.
And that is the second sack for Guapo Esteban. 2nd down 12. S Classwell will fire it, and it's incomplete to Stephen Hacker. He wasn't able to get that toe drag swag down. It'll be 3rd and 12.
I honestly think this might be worth a challenge. I mean, Hacker could have possibly gotten his big toe down in the green area, but we'll see.
They're going to save that challenge for another day. They already got one. It'll be 3rd down 12. Split backs in the backfield. Jet 0 in Dolworth. They won't get the carry, though. This will be another out route. Don't understand that when they need more than what they got. Stephen Hacker makes the catch at the 48-yard line, but it's 4th and 5.
Yeah, I mean, Hacker running well short of the 1st down marker, but at least it kind of puts them close to the midfield to try to pin the Fury deep into their own territory and make the Fury earn it against this Queen City defense.
Ricky Matthews back to punt, catches the high snap. Chris Barnes back to return. He's not going to call fair catch. Got to make the first man miss. He does. Then offers his back to the Queen City special teamsman. Number 95 destroys him. That's where we're going to leave you. We can take a commercial break. Queen City's up by 10. We'll be back. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and Porter Bands. And we're back. Las Vegas has a very important drive here on offense. They're trailing by 10. They want to stay undefeated at home. All 4 wins has been at home. We'll see if that streak continues. And unfortunately for them, Robert Redford made a catch before he stepped out of bounds. That's a 1-yard loss.
Yeah, terrible way to start your drive. That's Redford's 3rd reception of the game, now for a total of 5 yards. Redford not doing too great in the receiving area, which is it's weird because typically he's a great receiver for this Fury offense.
But they got offset eye towards the left of Rahman, and they're going to run it that way. Redford, however, wasn't able to outrun Jeff Duffy, who brings him back inside for no gain on that carry.
Man, you got your MVP of the offense, Stephen Hacker, and now for the defense, you got to look at Jeff Duffy as the MVP defensively because he's just all over the place right now.
Yeah, poor Snake Dripple number 71 is not doing a good job holding off Jeff Duffy here. It's 3rd down 11. He's going to have to make a huge play, making sure Duffy doesn't get to him. And that pass is complete, but not enough for a 1st down. It'll be 4th down and 4 after the pass was caught by A-star Miramontes.
Do you go for it here?
Now with 7:19, I would go for it. I'm a gambling man. We'll see what Vegas decides. No, they will not. But I would go for it. They're down by 10. Even though they're on their side of the field. So I see where Molnex is thinking. Ooh, that punt was almost blocked. Lou Fergon will get the ball inside the 40 and goes backwards to the 37-yard line. They actually gave him forward progress there. And the Corsairs running game, which was once a potent rushing attack, struggled last season, but looks like they're getting back on track with the exception of today's game. It's all A.J. Caswell.
Yeah, I think that 2nd rank came from the days where they had eventual Hall of Famer running back Ash Odom.
Ash Odom now with the Chicago Wildcats. We got a swing past the Jet Zero, gets his first touch since the first half. Takes it to the 42-yard line for a 5-yard reception.
Fullback Jet Zero, you know, they drafted this guy in the 1st round with the number 8th pick at fullback. It was a surprising pick then. He's done a great job of implementing himself into this offense, but today just only 2 receptions today.
Yeah, it looks like Nacho Sicario saw something that requires them to throw the ball as much as they have, as Stephen Hacker makes a great catch, stays in bounds, and gets enough for the 1st down with Merrick Atera tackling him at the 49 of Vegas.
And we talked about this, T-Roy. You know, they're going to have to start draining as much time as possible, and they're not really running it. So I'm guessing they're just going to short to intermediate routes and the high percentage routes to try to make some receptions and just keep that clock moving.
We'll see if the Vegas defense can make a play. They will not, because Stephen Hacker makes another great catch amongst a swarm of Fury defenders at the 34-yard line is where Queen City will have the ball, 1st and 10.
Stephen Hacker, 16 receptions on 21 targets. It's an unbelievable performance by him.
And he's still letting everybody know why he is the number 1 receiver in this league, and he should be a surefire MVP candidate. Should win the whole thing. Caswell will fire it to the left. What a catch! James Matthew Jr. was on his butt, basically making that catch for a 9-yard gain.
Pretty athletic reception there from a 6'7", 265-pound tight end. I mean, very.
Kind of weird seeing your wide receiver making a great catch on his rear end, but that's what we saw with James Matthew. Caswell fires over the middle. Here's a chance for it to get picked off, and unfortunately, Atera couldn't do it. It's 3rd and 1.
Oh, man, Max Jackson, delivering the hit and tipping the ball up in the air for one of his teammates. Great play by him, and almost a bad play by the Queen City offense. But, Queen City getting that clock to 5 minutes, 3rd and 1. If they walk away with a field goal, that's a win for the Fury defense. As it's still just a 2-touchdown game.
And it's 3rd and 1. Jet Zero's not in the backfield. It's James Doleworth, number 42. Caswell drop back. Plenty of time. Fires over the middle. And it's incomplete. A rare drop by Stephen Hacker. And Vegas gets the stop that they needed. We got a field goal attempt by James Trull.
Rare drop indeed, T-Roy. I mean, I guess if 15 out of 21, you got to give them here.
This be a 42-yard field goal attempt by James Trull. Peanuts is his nickname. He's earning his peanuts today. And almost got blocked, and the field goal is good. That helps extend the lead to 13 with that clutch field goal by James Trull. We'll be back after this. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports, and for the fans, Vegas has to respond when we return. And thanks to the huge field goal by James Trull, he helps extend the lead of 13. Queen City's up 26-13 with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. This is a huge drive for the Fury as Chris Braun will take it inside the end zone. He reaches the 10, gets to the 20, try to ball his blocker. Nice juke. Gets to the 22-yard line, and that's where Vegas will start this important drive. They basically got 2 possessions to cut into this lead, Jeremy.
Yeah, T-Roy, this is do or die now. I mean, you have to score a touchdown on this drive if you're going to keep yourself in the game. Depending on how quickly you do it, you may be able to avoid the onside attempt or just kind of go for it and give yourself a second opportunity of getting that ball back. But it's going to start with this drive and getting a touchdown first.
No backs in the backfield. Chris Braun to the right, 3 right receivers to the left. One tight end over the middle. We got a fumble. Ball still live. And it looks like Queen City got it. I don't know, though. I don't think he had a possession of the ball.
Yeah, it was definitely close. You know, one of them quick plays, but I don't think that he got a foot down or had possession like you said. I think this challenge flag is going to come out, and I think Fury might get this ball back. Okay,
Drimple is going to be mad at me, but I'm going to give him the big oof there. You saw him just standing there looking at the football when it was live. He should at least dove for it to make sure that Vegas gets the ball, but as you said, Jeremy, we got a challenge. And a very important challenge right here. And I agree with you, Jeremy. He didn't make a football move. Didn't get a chance to make a reception.
Yeah, I hope the ref calls it straight. I'm with you on this. I don't think it's a reception.
The receiver did have possession. It is therefore ruled a fumble. The Fury will not be charged with a timeout.
Okay, the ref said something different, but Las Vegas won the challenge. So they'll still have the ball. It's an incomplete pass. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, and the Fury's offense avoid narrowly a heartbreaker right there.
And it'll be trips to the left. 1 wide receiver to the right. Same formation as before. As Rahman drops back, fires it right away. And great job by Nene Ferris with the pat down. If Ferris was able to reach up and tip that ball, that was a house call for 6 for Vegas.
Nene Ferris, you know, he signed back in week 4, so this is really just his 5th game in the SFL, and he's doing a great job against Memphis Blue. Pretty much the reason we haven't heard too much of Blue, but Nene making a great play there for his defense.
Nene was entering today's game with 8 pat downs. Now second for the Corsairs. We got another 1st down. They are going hurry up. pass caught by A-star Miramontes for a first down. Great catch by her. As Rahman fires over the middle again. Dangerous pass, and it off. You don't want to test this secondary too much. That wasn't Nene Ferris. Number 27, Harme with the interception, the backup corner.
Yeah, Rahman just threw that one into just a pile of guys. I guess he was just kind of hoping his receiver would come up with it. Not a good throw from the quarterback there, and honestly, that may have just killed any comeback attempt for his team.
Unless Vegas can get a turnover once again, they are trailing by 13 with 4:29 left in this game. And, that was almost a sack. Great job by Caswell avoiding the sack. Almost had James Matthews Jr., but it was incomplete.
Caswell, yeah, he turned around and almost ran into a sack, but stopped on a dime and delivered a dart downfield, just kind of off target, and Fury really kind of needed that interception.
I guess the saving grace for that one is that the pass was incomplete, which stops the clock at 4:25. 2nd and 10 for Queen City's offense. And Caswell, in spite of the fact that they had Dolforth there, tries the QB sneak. No gain on that play. We got Guapo Esteban and Day Drewley there.
Caswell, really the only way to run down that clock is his legs. They go right back to it, try to take more time off the clock.
And it's 3rd and 10, important third down for Vegas. They need to stop him here. Caswell doing a great job making sure he melts the clock before he hikes the ball. What a sack by Rhett Sawyer. A well-needed sack for the Fury. They'll get the ball back, hopefully with good field position.
Yeah, and honestly, I would burn a timeout here if I was them. That's super early, but you're losing 40 seconds clock. If they're going to save it, they're going to have to move really quickly here on their next 2 drives. That's if they even get a second drive, but, they got to score here.
Yes, it'll be a very important drive for the Fury. Chris Braun's back to receive this punt from Ricky Matthews. Great job by the special teams in letting that clock burn away before they kick it. Chris Bond would take it inside the 20 and gets no help from his fellow special teamers. He gets destroyed right away. Eagles bear off, just waiting for a fair catch on that one.
Yeah, fair catch, and he would have avoided a big hit there. Fury going to have to go 84 yards for a touchdown, and they're going to have to do it quick.
1st and 10 at the 16. Huge drive for the Las Vegas Fury. Can Thomas Rahman help cut into this deficit? They trailing by 13 here in the 4th quarter. Rahman fires over the middle, and that was almost picked off. Great job by number 21. That is Stenzo Woods Jr. with the pat down.
Stenzo, he's had a couple of good plays here for his defense, including that bat down right there. Just able to get his hands on it and force an incompletion.
2nd down 10. 3 minutes left in this game. A huge game for the Las Vegas Fury, who wants to improve their playoff chances with the win, but they need a big play in a worse way. Here's the chance. That pass is complete for a 9-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 1. Pass is caught by Elsie Pryor, number 82. And it's being quick past the Blades, and it's caught for another first down. And they're in a hurry up, but they got 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. No backs in the backfield for Rahman. Pass, another quick pass is caught. And now it's John Blades again, but the clock continues to melt there. The clock is not on the side of the Fury. They need a big play. They're going to continue with the short passes. Queen City secondary is allowing those short passes all drive so far. Another first down for the Fury. They're now in Queen City's territory at the 47 with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left. Another short pass, another completion. Blades again. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. We're going to take a quick break. Vegas Fury is marching down the field with some quick passes. but they need a big play in the worst way. Can they get it? We'll find out. We'll be back. You're watching the Simulation Football League on 11 Sports and Florida Fans. All right, second down and 5 at the 42-yard line of Queen City. Las Vegas has the ball, trailing by 13 with 2 minutes left in this game. A huge drive for the Fury. They need to get 6 if they want to stay in this game. Rahman got plenty of time, throws it to Memphis Blue. He gets the first down and more. Does not get out of bounds, though, so it'll be 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. Clock continues to move. Great job by the Fury hurrying up. Rahman will drop back, pump fakes, and get sacked. Great job by Benjamin Garcia getting his 2nd sack of the game. Rahman's on the wrong side of the field right now. There we go. He's back under center. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in this game. They have to hurry up, wasting a lot of time. Quick pass to Blue is caught, but stays in bounds, and Vegas is forced to call a timeout. Nene Ferris with the tackle.
Yeah, great job there on the no huddle calls. T-Roy having the offense is tough. Blue couldn't get out of bounds to save a timeout for the Fury, and on 3rd and 6 here, it is 2 down territory, so they don't need to get it all here, but they need to continue to move quickly.
We got trips to the left, 2 wide receivers to the right for Thomas Rahman. A huge 3rd down coming up. And he takes the shotgun snap, fires it to the right, quick out, and he drops the ball! LZ Pryor had a chance to help his team out in a huge way. Now it's a 4th and 6. They're going to have to go for it.
Oh, and you can feel everyone in the stadium drop to their knees. He had an easy reception, picking up some extra yards, and unfortunate drop there from the Fury wide receiver.
But the fans are booing hard. I don't know why. This is a huge 4th down. Fires over the middle. Pass is caught. 1st down. Great play by number 84, Frank Bullitt. The backup wide receiver extending this drive with 1 minute and 5 seconds left. Bullitt makes the catch again for a 1st down. They do have to hurry up with less than a minute to go. Same formation. Rahman got plenty of time. Time ran out. Great sack on the play. Trying to get the number. I believe that is Garcia again with his 3rd sack of the game. Rahman fires it over the middle. Had a chance to get intercepted. Pass was intended to Chris Blond. Thankfully for Vegas, it falls incomplete.
Yeah, T-Roy, I would have liked to see a timeout from the Vegas after that sack. It could have saved them a few extra seconds and let them regroup and come up with a better play. But 3rd and goal, 13 yards out, it's going to be tough. They'll have 2 shots at it, but they're going to have to dial up their best plays. They're going up against a man press from the Queen City defense.
And we got 4 wide receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the bottom of the screen. That's Blue. Got 1-on-1. He decides to fire to the right, and it's almost picked off by Nacho Sicario. He almost had his 2nd interception of the game. It's 4th and goal.
4th and goal, and this is going to be for the game. Fury get a touchdown. They'll have a shot at an onside kick with 2 timeouts. It's going to be a big play here.
And the Fury fans are not happy with their team, booing them again here on 4th and goal, but they can't settle for 3. They have to get 6. It's all or nothing here. Rahman takes the shotgun snap, fires over the middle. Bad play. That will not be enough for the 1st down, and that potentially could do it. Albert begins with the touchdown saving tackle. Queen City will get the ball and most likely get their 7th win.
Yeah, and you can hear the fans booing again as they're just not happy with making there, and Queen City is going to pick up a win here, and they're going to move to 4 wins in a row.
Up next will be Carolina at Arizona. Please stay tuned to 11 Sports and Florida fans to catch this exciting matchup, the end of this matchup right here, and the start of the exciting matchup of the next game. They decided to throw the ball. Luckily, it wasn't picked off, but Chris Curtis makes the 7-yard reception.
Yeah, you definitely want to avoid any kind of turnover at your own ends. Caswell now has 6 passing attempts.
Here we go. 2nd and 3, and finally, they take the best formation in football if you're on the winning side, the victory formation. That will force Vegas to use one of their timeouts. Now, Las Vegas will actually get the ball back if Queen City decides to kneel once again.
Yeah, kneel here, and they're going to be working about 12 to 15 seconds after the punt. Still not really enough unless you play. So Queen City is still going to walk away with a victory, even if they do punt this ball back to the Fury.
And they'll have 21 seconds to work some magic and keep their undefeated streak at home alive. Chris Braun and the special teams of Las Vegas going to have to make a big play in the worst way.
Yeah, Braun, you know, he's had some moves all day on returns. He just hasn't had enough to break one free. So you never know. He get one here.
We'll see if the Fury's going to send the whole special teams after Ricky Matthews. They do not. This is a kick to the 47-yard line, and no help for Chris Braun once again. And he'll be 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Thomas Rahman has to air it out in the worst way.
Yeah, with just 13 seconds left, Rahman's really only going to get 2-4 plays, maybe if he's lucky here.
Well, hopefully for him, he only needs 1 play because they have to get an onside kick if they score a touchdown to give themselves a chance to win it. But they need to score a touchdown on this play, preferably. Watch out! Somehow he doesn't get sacked. He throws it to the end zone, and it's incomplete. And basically, with 5 seconds left, that seals Vegas' fate. They're going to have 1 more play to go out with at least some pride.
Yeah, and if you're wondering why they took the Hail Mary there, they were just trying to hope to get it all in 1 play and then hope to get an onside recovery with about a second left. It isn't going to happen, and they're just going to try to chuck one down just for the heck of it.
And this should be the final play of this game. Queen City should move up to 7 and 2. And we got a quick pass. It's caught, and that is it. A huge win for the Queen City Corsairs, winning on the road against a very game Las Vegas Fury team. They win it and improve to 7 and 2. Las Vegas drops to 4 and 5, winning at 26 to 13. What are your thoughts for today's game, Jeremy?
You know, Queen City continuing to be a very impressive team. Now, game win 7. They just played really well. I mean, obviously they didn't run the ball a lot, which it's tough to win games when you're just one-dimensional. But I mean, maybe they can do it. They certainly proved it here today. You know, next week they got a big matchup against the #1 team in the league. They're hosting the Atlanta Swarm, so they're gonna have to fly back home and start prepping for that game. You know, the Fury sitting at 4 and 5. You're not eliminated from the playoffs by any means. With 3 games left, you're just gonna have to put something together. They're at Carolina next week, who kind of shares a similar record with them if Carolina can pick up a win today against Arizona. But the Fury, you know, I feel like they got away from Robert Redford too early in the game, and he didn't get enough chances because he certainly could make things happen, as you see there in the replay with his 60-plus yard touchdown run.
And I think it's very weird, but that's like the only time I saw Las Vegas in that formation for a running play. You saw what happened. I'm very surprised Vegas didn't go to that play more often because Robert Redford was getting nothing in between the tackles.
Yeah, and it's something they're probably going to have to look at on film leading up, you know, up to their next game at Carolina, and maybe try to find some more packages similar to that one, or just kind of keep giving it to Redford in that one, because when Redford gets on the outside, he has the moves to do things. So it's unfortunate they never went back to that one.
Now, I guess it's obvious, but who do you think will be the player of today's game? We got plenty of candidates, though, but I'm thinking it could be Stephen Hacker myself.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you, T-Roy. Almost 250 yards on receptions and 2 touchdowns. Hacker just too much for the Fury's defense, and he's certainly going to probably stay in first place in the league in yards and touchdowns after today.
And the player of the game goes to Stephen Hacker. We called it. 16 receptions, 250 yards with 2 more touchdowns to his total, averaging over 15 yards per catch, helping Queen City improve to 7-2. And for Andy Hamilton at Stats, Cameron Irvine, the commissioner at SFL headquarters, and my partner Jeremy Vega, this is T-Roy Gaines signing off. Thank you for tuning in. We see you guys for the next game, Arizona versus Carolina.